Alrighty, let's finish up with what's happening here in England and what gets us to this point of 1688 or 1689. We left off with how Charles II becomes king in the Restoration Monarchy. You're restoring the monarchy in 1660 after the Commonwealth. So Charles I executed in 1649. Then you had this Commonwealth, sort of an experiment in a republican form of government until 1660, and they go back to having a king. The monarchy is restored with Charles II, who was the son of Charles I. And as I think I mentioned in class, Charles II had a bunch of illegitimate kids, but no legitimate ones. So when he dies, it goes to his younger brother. The throne goes to his younger brother, James II. James II had a couple of daughters from his first marriage, but then in old age, he is remarried again to a younger woman, and you have a problem because he converts to Catholicism. That had been the bad word, being a Catholic. People didn't panic too much because James was pretty old at this point. He wasn't going to be king for long. And then he has a baby boy. And just like with Henry VIII, even though the baby boy was the youngest, England would put the son as king before the oldest child, if that was a girl. And it was. It was a girl named Mary. So nobody wants to have a king who will be raised as a Catholic and who will clearly be king for a long time, because there is no religious toleration towards people who were Catholic, or for that matter, who weren't conformist in any way with the Church of England. So people in England invited King William of Orange and his wife Mary. So Mary here is the daughter, Protestant. Let's see, where can I put that on her? Protestant daughter of James II. It's hard to see, but by the time I'm moving this around, maybe you'll see it. And then her husband, William, so she is living in the Netherlands. I'm still trying to get this to where you can see it. All right, Protestant daughter of William is the he's popular King William of Orange of the Netherlands over in Europe. And William and Mary, what's going to happen is William and Mary are going to kind of be invited to oust Mary's dad, James. So his name's William of Orange. This is why still, so if you look at a map of the Netherlands, they are, hello, image, well, we'll go back to map, awkward pause, should have just zoomed out. Now I need my... So there's the Netherlands over in Europe. William was king there. It's why the Netherlands, also known as the Dutch people, they usually wear orange in honor of, even though it's not their national flag, but in honor of the Orange family. It's a big color that's used there. In New York City was originally New Amsterdam until it was actually taken over by James II as the Duke, when he was the Duke of York, before he was king. That's why if you look at the city flag of New York, has blue and, oops, I didn't put flag. This blue and orange. This comes from when it was New Amsterdam in New York City. It's why the Knicks in basketball wear orange and black. It's why the Mets in baseball wear orange and black. The Islanders in hockey, New York City's one of their hockey teams, wear orange and black. Or orange and blue, sorry, all of these are orange and blue because really of the Dutch family, the Orange family. So what happens is that in the Glorious Revolution in 1688 to 1689, William and Mary take over England. They oust Mary's dad, so William II, or I'm sorry, James II. It is called a glorious revolution because it's pretty bloodless. It's not a nasty thing. England remains a Protestant country, and it's key because the other thing is that William and Mary are kind of forced to sign a Bill of Rights, okay, acknowledging Parliament. This is a move. That Bill of Rights in 1689, when they take over, is key because now as our class ends, this is representative that people can't just, the king and queen can't do what they want anymore. It's a move towards solidifying the fact that common people like us have rights. We've had all these kings, queens, popes, powerful people making decisions, and still not full religious toleration, but we're moving in that direction. Common people like us gaining more rights, and it's going to be more of a positive shift over the next couple of hundred years. So that is where, and also I think I had mentioned it before, in Williamsburg, Virginia. So cool city to visit because of its colonial background. But William and Mary, the oldest, isn't so much the campus, but the oldest public university in the United States with a really beautiful campus, except that we're in a bookstore, so I'm just going to do this. So it's a really neat college to visit there as a public school there in the city of Williamsburg. Apparently somebody thinks it looks like Monopoly pieces, but I think it's really pretty. So William and Mary, they're named for them as well. So that's what wraps us up in 1689.